I knew I made the mistake of praising the Somali government way too early because guess what? They already reversed the decision not to marry off children. Let me be actually specific, not to marry off girls, because I have never seen a case where a Somali boy under the age of 18 has been forced to marry off to a grown-ass woman. It's never happened because they actually let boys grow up and actually get an education. But for God forbid a girl gets her period, she's automatically old enough to be carrying a child around when she's 9 years old. And if you bring the Prophet's name up, you're getting dembi for that. I hope you guys know that every time somebody brings up the Prophet's name and slanders him by saying that he married a child, you are slandering the Prophet and you are getting so much sin for that. It has already been proven that Aisha was way over the age of 16 when she married the Prophet and didn't consummate the marriage until she was way over 19. The only hadith that says she was under that age is the one that has never been verified, but guess what? Perverted men have stuck to that one because it fits their narrative to continue to marry children and abuse children. Y'all are getting so much dembi for that because when you see pictures like this where the little girl literally cannot physically be around that man, the imam that participated, the parents that participated, the man that did it, all are getting dembi. You are all going to the deepest parts of hell for that. Somalia will never be a prosperous country because they continue to abuse women and children and worship Qabil. That is literally why that country will never be prosperous. There's not a law that prevents men from abandoning those children when they marry them and force them to have children. There's not a law dictating that they continue to take care of the children that they force to have. There's no law forcing a man to actually fulfill his Islamic obligation onto his wife. But guess what? They all decided they wanted to marry children, so now the law has been reversed. The one time I thought our government was actually going to do the right thing, it got reversed because there are perverted men in the Somali government too. And men do not make decisions that protect women and children because they don't care about women and children. They only care about themselves. And in the Somalia's case, they only care about themselves, their Qabil, because they worship Qabil more than they worship Ilahi. I've never seen a Somali man die over Islam, but guess how many times I've heard of a Somali man dying over his Qabil? That's all I gotta say. And to anybody that's about to come in my comments saying, why am I spreading our ab everywhere? You guys understand it's ab. You guys know it's ab. You know it's disgusting. And you want me to keep it quiet instead of actually speaking out about this. This decision will eventually happen. One day we will move forward as a people and actually stop child marriages. And that day will come soon. But it will happen after we continue to embarrass Somalia in the news, in the media, in the Western countries, because until they are shamed into making progress, they won't do it.
Hi guys, my name is Esther Daniel and you're welcome back to the channel. So there is this video going around where a bunch of old men in Somalia are literally crying online because the government tried to stop child marriage. I'm not joking. Somalia introduced a bill to make it illegal to marry anyone under 18, and in less than 24 hours, a group of old men protested so hard that that bill dropped. Now, tell me why men in their 70s and 80s are crying on the internet, begging for the right to marry kids. Like, make it make sense. These same men are calling on people to fear Allah, saying it's their religious right marrying girls who have reached puberty. And for them, that could mean 8 or 9 years old. That's not faith. That's straight up child abuse, hiding behind religion.
The law that was supposed to protect young girls was reversed.
Say something about this. Many of you have heard this grown man, Somali sheikhs with red beard, 80-year-old, 60-year-old, all crying like you killed their child in the internet. You know why they're crying? In Somalia, the Somali government for the first time in their life did something amazing. They banned child marriage. You cannot marry a little girl until they are 18. What a beautiful thing to do, right? Because for a while we've been screaming our children are being given to 11-year-old being married off to a 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old. These children are crying. We as mothers were disturbed to hear. Please, if you are a woman, a human being, if you are a mother, if you are a father, we need to stop. Those countries who are giving Somalia money must hold off of this until they stop marrying of these young girls. So why are these men crying? Because finally, a pedophile, child abuse, child marriage, child rape, for the first time, was banned. And guess what? It was swiftly reversed because when a grown-ass Somali old man, Sheikh, wannabe cries he wants to rape little girls, cries that he wants to, like they literally fly about from abroad, these men, so they can go in and do this thing. They could have wives in Western cultures, and then they can just go to Somalia and see that beautiful younger 11-year-old hurting, and he'll say, I want that because I come in some serious cashes. As many of you know, I even address some of these female circumcisions, all of these things that are plaguing our children in the book, my book, The Last Nomad. Please, please help us this. And I know as humans, when we gather, amazing things happen. I don't want to make this video long because I need all of you to comment, to share. And if you want to know more about this thing, Google, find out the laws. And if you want to understand the Somali culture, obviously you can read my book, The Last Nomad, and many more other books that are written by Somali. We are tired as Somali mothers. We're tired watching our children be given to this 80-year-old, like literally sacrificed like a goat heading for the slaughter. This is unfair. And please, don't you ever come down here using the name of the religion. You have weaponized religion, and we are tired of this shit. Thank God so many Somali men are lining up with us. But we need your help. If you are a man, if you are a woman, please stand up with us. Those governments that are giving money to Somali government, this is your time to flex your power. Stop these aids. Stop. And believe me, money talks. Money makes things move. So please help us. Help us save our children. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I've been through this. Female circumcision, women misogynistic culture. We are done with this. We all know Somalis have been in war for 30 years. If Somali man is up to any good, we could have made a change. We all know during COVID, countries that were led by women were the countries who were the most successful.
This video you're seeing here are videos of young girls that are not even up to age of 18, some of them 9, 10, 12, 11, getting married to older men that is 10 times older than them, or sometimes 20 years age gap. Now, the shocking thing is Somalia actually came to end child marriage. Guess what? You see this other man you're seeing on this other side started crying. Not only him, a lot of them went into the street protest for Somalia government to bring back child marriage. Guess what? In 24 hours, in less than 24 hours, that law was actually abolished, that yes, they can now continue to marry their younger ones. Because obviously, those are not wives. Those are children. They are getting married to children. You can imagine this man crying like a baby. So at this age, I should be telling him that, hello, sir, she is actually a baby. You should not get married to her. I think Somalia need to do better. Because what in the name of God is this? What in the name of God is this? And I am so ashamed of these men that they cannot close their legs, just looking for small babies to get married to. In fact, women need to stand up to their rights, because honestly, let it make sense to me. Look at their ages now. Let it make sense to me that women cannot actually come out as well, protest, roll on the floor, cry, and do every other thing for all of this to actually come to pass. Who is happy seeing their 9 years old getting pregnant, 12 years old, 13 years old, not even up to 18?
shalay Soomaaliya waxay u ahayd maalin mugdiya, maalin madow ah. Shalay baarlamaanka wuxuu u soo saaray ama uu go'aan ku gaaray wax la aqbali kara ma aha. Annaga muslim baan nahay, boqolkiiba muslim baan nahay. Soomaali Ilaahay ha laga cabsado. Arrintan arrinka hortag u baahan waaye. Aabay culimadeena Soomaaliyeed, aabay culimadeena Soomaaliyeed, waarithal anbiyaa baa tihiin. idinkaan hadal maqalnaa. maxaa dhacay? maxaa loogu aamusan yahay arrintan? aaway Sheekh Sumow, aaway ma noola miyaa? aaway Sheekh Shaakir ma noola miyaa? waraabay culimadeena ilaahay aan ka cabsano war ilaahay aan ka cabsano ilaahay aan u laabano sheekh maxamed macalin abshir aabay sheekh nuur cali jimcaale aabay war ilaahay aan ka cabsano sheekh cabdirasaaq ashcari aabay war ilaahay aan ka cabsano war ilaahay aan ka cabsano arrintan arrin la aqbali kara maaha dadkan waana rogayaan ilaahay aan ka cabsano war ilaahay aan ka cabsano ilaahay aan ka cabsano arrimahan laga hortago arrima la aqbali kara maaha 18 sano gaalay u qoran tahay caruurtooda ku qaangaaraan annaga inaan ku raacno ma aha nabiga sallallahu calayhi wasallam khaalif almushrikiin buu na faray inaan mushrikiinta khilaafnaana la faray ilaahay aan ka cabsano war ilaahay aan ka cabsano war ilaahay aan ka
sharcigan la leeyahay baarlamaanka federaalka ayaa ansixiyey oo ah caruurtu waxay ku qaangaaraysaa 18 ama 18 sidaa u taqaano waxaa waaye annaga haddaan nahay muslimiin muslimaad mu'miniin mu'minaad nama khuseeyo waxaa dhacay annagu waxaan aaminsannahay shareecada islaamka oo warkii allah ah iyo warkii nabiga calayhi salaatu wasalaam taas ayaan aaminsannahay sharcigaanuna oo ah inay ciyaalku ku qaangaarayaan 18 sano shareecada islaamka waa baalmarsan yahay wuu khilaafsan yahay waa ka soo horjeedaa saa darteed annaga nama khuseeyo muslimiin muslimaad mu'miniin mu'minaad haddaan nahay nama khuseeyo cod dheer ayaana ku sheegayaa inuusan na khuseyn maxaa dhacay shareecada islaamka ayuu ka soo horjeedaa maxaa dhacay shareecada islaamku waxay leedahay waxaa waaye waxaa lagu qaangaarayaa calaamado la yidhaahdo calaamadaha qaangaarka gabadhu haddii dhiig isku aragto iyadoo 9 sano 10 sano 11 sano jirto hadday dhiig caadi isku aragto way qaangaartay sidoo kale wiilka haddii uu riyoodo oo isku arka asigana waxaa waaye biyo uu isku arka asigana wuu qaangaaray asoon weliyagoon weliba 15 aan
Somali men keep failing Somali women over and over again, and here's why. A few days ago, the Somali government passed a new law stating that the new age of marriage should be 18. And tell me why today they already reversed that. Tell me why there are men like this guy crying on the internet because he cannot marry underage girls. Somali men keep asking Somali women why we don't hide the app. If you know it's ab and it's a shameful thing to do, why are you doing it? Instead of protecting the Somali women, you are protecting this type of behavior. So happy when this law came because I was like, finally, my country is going into the right direction. But no, they keep failing and failing and failing over and over again. 2 reasons why Somalia will never thrive. 1, because they always support the bad behaviors. And 2, Kabil. We're not going to go anywhere. As long as we support men like this guy, we're not going to go anywhere. If Somali men want the support from the Somali women and the community, they start supporting the community and the Somali women. Honestly, I'm so freaking disappointed, and I was just literally so excited that at least we were moving to the right direction.
Let's be honest. There is nothing holy about marrying a child. There is nothing respectful about a 60-year-old man saying an 8-year-old is ready for marriage. If you need to marry a child to feel powerful, something is deeply wrong with you. And it hurts because this bill could have changed so many lives. It could have protected little girls. Let them grow up, go to school and have dreams. But in less than 1 day, these old men came out crying, shouting and shutting it down. You know how scary this is? It shows how deep this mindset goes. A country tries to protect children and grown men fight against it. And the worst part, some of these men are religious leaders. People who should be guiding the community are the same ones defending child marriage. That's not religion, that's corruption. No child should ever have to be a bride. Childhood should be about learning, playing, growing, not being someone's wife. Somalia deserves better. Those little girls deserves better. And to those men crying online, maybe it's time to cry for children you have hurt, not for the law that finally tried to protect them. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think about this whole situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out. See you in the next one. Bye.